진짜 오랜만이다.
너무 오랜만이었습니다.
진짜. 누구가 얘기하면 이제
요즘 약간 제가 이렇게 입고 다니고 싶은.
아, 그래요?
네.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Today News K-Wave channel. Shocking news has once again come from two BTS members who always manage to steal the public's attention. Park Jimin and Jungkook. Recently, fans have been in an uproar over speculation circulating about the possibility of the two of them traveling to Japan. This rumor didn't arise without reason, but stemmed from a series of seemingly odd events that captured the attention of many. These included changes in activity, seemingly insignificant clues, and the emergence of details that seemed to point to the same conclusion. Observant fans began connecting the various pieces of information. Some noticed schedules suddenly appearing empty, while others highlighted old posts that now seemed like hidden clues. All of this then developed into an increasingly strong theory, as if something was being secretly prepared. Many felt that this wasn't mere coincidence, but rather part of a plan that was deliberately not announced directly. What makes the situation even more intriguing is how small details began to emerge, strengthening these suspicions. From communication styles and changes in habits to interactions that seem different from usual. These things may seem trivial to some, but for loyal fans, every slightest change can be a significant clue. Especially when all of this happens almost simultaneously, it's certainly hard to ignore. This speculation has grown on various social media platforms. Many have begun sharing their analyses, trying to piece together a chronology, and some even believe the departure to Japan is actually happening. Fan reactions have varied, from enthusiastic to curious to still trying to be realistic. But one thing is certain. This topic has managed to become the center of attention and a hot topic of discussion within the community. On the other hand, others have pointed out that there has been no official confirmation regarding the news. This has led some to choose to wait for confirmation before fully believing it. Even so, it's undeniable that the series of evidence circulating feels quite convincing to many. In fact, some fans have stated that the pattern seen this time is similar to previous moments when major activities ultimately took place. This phenomenon is actually nothing new in the world of K-pop, where interactions between idols and fans often give rise to various interesting interpretations. However, when two figures like Jimin and Jungkook are involved, the attention generated is certainly much greater. The two are known for their close relationship, so any activity suspected of involving them together always attracts attention. Ultimately, whether they're actually heading to Japan or whether this is all just an exaggerated coincidence remains a big question. What's clear, however, is that their fan enthusiasm demonstrates their powerful influence and appeal. Every move, every detail, even the smallest, can spark incredible curiosity. And until there's any real confirmation, this speculation will likely continue to grow, leaving everyone wondering. Has this really been revealed, or are there still more surprises yet to be revealed? As the discussion grew, new perspectives emerged, making the situation even more intriguing. Many fans began rediscovering old moments that might have previously been considered trivial, but now felt like they held hidden meaning. Some linked Park Jimin and Jungkook's expressions, choice of words, and even certain habits as clues leading to the trip. Small details that had previously gone unnoticed now became the subject of serious analysis. Furthermore, some fans also tried to connect this situation to previous activity patterns. On several occasions, major plans were not immediately announced to the public, but only revealed after various signs had emerged. This made many increasingly convinced that the news of the trip to Japan was not just another rumor. There was a kind of collective belief formed from previous experiences, as if fans were accustomed to reading codes that were not directly communicated. On the other hand, more in-depth theories also emerged. Some believed that if this trip was indeed happening, there was likely a specific purpose behind it. Whether it's related to personal projects, professional pursuits, or even something completely undisclosed to the public, speculation is growing because Japan itself is often a key location for various entertainment industry activities, especially for a group as large as BTS. This makes the suspicion seem increasingly plausible to many. Interestingly, the more people discuss it, the more new details emerge. It seems as if every day something can be linked to this theory. Some feel that it all fits together too neatly to be a coincidence, while others try to remain rational and avoid getting swept up in the speculation. However, it's precisely these differing opinions that make the discussion more lively and colorful. This high level of enthusiasm also demonstrates the strong bond between idols and fans. In this case, it's not just about whether Jimin and Jungkook actually went to Japan, but also about how fans enjoy the process of finding out, discussing, and sharing their views with one another. Every theory, every guess, and even every doubt becomes part of a shared experience that strengthens the community. However, it's also important to remember that not everything that appears means the same thing to everyone. What one party considers proof may be dismissed as mere coincidence by another. Therefore, many have begun to urge caution in responding to circulating information. Without official confirmation, all of this essentially remains in the realm of speculation. But that's precisely where the appeal lies. When there's uncertainty, the space for imagination and theorizing becomes even wider. Fans are free to conjure up possibilities, imagine various scenarios, and try to guess what's really going on behind the scenes. And as long as the mystery remains unsolved, curiosity will continue to grow. Ultimately, regardless of whether the news is true or not, one thing is certain. Park Jimin and Jungkook have once again managed to capture the spotlight in a unique way. Without needing many words, without a major announcement, they've managed to create a wave of discussion. And now all eyes are on the same question. Was this truly a long-planned trip, or just a series of coincidences that felt too perfect to ignore? Time will tell, and until then, fans will continue to wait with anticipation. Despite all the speculation surrounding Park Jimin and Jungkook, one thing is for sure. Every little detail always manages to make us even more curious and want to know more. Is it true that they're heading to Japan? Or is this all just a coincidence that feels too real? We'll just have to wait for the real facts to be revealed. If you have your own opinions or theories, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow armies, and subscribe to stay updated on BTS and other exciting moments. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Fire Purple Heart.